Jai Hind, dear students. I hope so you all are well. As you know, we have learned how to find square of any number, and also we learned about Pythagorean triplet, right? And I hope you have found the topic interesting and have also solved some question based on that. So today we are going to start our exercise, that is exercise 6.2. So let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 says that find the square of following numbers. As we have already learned different methods to find square of a given number. So it's up to you using which method you are going to solve the question. Here the idea is not to calculate the square of a number by multiplication, but to use other method to less our calculations. So let's start with the first part. In the first part, we need to find the square of 32. Clear? So what we can do is, we can write 32 as 30 plus 2 whole square. And here we can use the formula of a plus b whole square. So what was the formula? A plus b whole square is a square means 30 square plus 2ab. So 2 times 30 into 2 plus b square, that is 2 square. Here a was 30 and b was 2. Now 3 times 3 is 9 and 1 0 will write 2 0 to find square, plus 2 times 30 is 60. 60 times 2 is 120, plus 2 times 2 is 4. So we will get 900 plus 120 plus 4. Now if we will add this, 900 plus 120 will be 1020 plus 4 will gives you 1024 as your final result. Clear? So the square of 32 is 1024 or 1024. So in this way we will solve this. Also here we have used the formula of a plus b whole square to find the square of any number. If you want, you can also use diagonal method to find the square of any given number. You can use diagonal method also. So we have discussed diagonal method in one of our video, but please while doing in copy, don't use tricks. Clear? Now if we will just see the second part of this question, that is 35. So as we have already learned about this concept, I think so it will be easy for you to do. As you can see here, I have also written the formula that we used while solving this type of question. Now moving to question number 4. In question number 4, we are going to find square of 93. So 93 can be written as 90 plus 3, right? We are going to find whole square of this. Here a is 90 and b is 3. So we are going to apply this formula. So now first is a square, it means that 90 square plus 2ab, 2 into 90 into 3 plus b square, it means that 3 square. Now if we will solve further, 9 times 9 is 81, so 90 square is 8100 or 8100 plus 2 times 90 is 180, 180 times 3 is 540. So 3 square is 9, right? So we have to add 8100 plus 540 plus 9, and after adding we will get 8640 plus 9, and our final result will be 8649. It means that square of 93 is 8649. Now here, as you can see, answers are also written for each number, so that if you are using trick to check your answer, so that you can easily do it. Now try the rest part of this question as homework. Also, if you want to apply diagonal method that we have already discussed in one of our video, you can go for it, but don't do questions using tricks. Clear? So in this way we can find square of any given number. Just you need to break it such that one of its number must have 0 at its unit place. Why? Because when you will apply this formula, then the solution part will become more easier for you and you can easily find square of any given number in just few seconds. Only you need to do more practice, right? While as you know that practice makes man perfect, so you need to do more practice. So in this way we will solve question number 1. Now let's see how to solve question number 2. Question number 2 says that we have to write Pythagorean triplet whose one member is given below. So there are 4 parts and we have to solve for all parts. The question which I am not doing in the video, that is your homework, and try it by yourself. And if any difficulties, please feel free to contact us. Now revise again related to Pythagorean triplet, that what it means. Pythagorean triplet is any triplet of number like A, B, C which satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. It means that sum of square of those two numbers, say A square and B square, will be equal to the square of third number, that is C square. Now let's take one more example. Suppose if you have take the triplet of 3, 4 and 5, and you know it is a Pythagorean triplet because it satisfies Pythagoras theorem. Sum of square of these two numbers is equal to the third number. Clear? Coming back to the question, we have to find the Pythagorean triplet of each part of which the given number is one of the member. Here in the first part we have given this number 6. So we have to find Pythagorean triplet of which 6 is one of the member. To do this, we are using the formula that we have already studied. And I hope so you have learned that also. That for any integer m greater than equal to 1, and if you will take triplet of numbers 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, if you take these three numbers they will surely form Pythagorean triplet. Why? Because 2m square plus square of m square minus 1 will be equal to the square of m square plus 1, and we have satisfied this also, right? So this is the result that we are going to apply in our question. So let us start with first part. Also for each part we will check whether the given number could be equal to one of these expressions, 2m m square minus 1 or m square plus 1 for some integer value of m. That will help us to find m in all these members of this triplet. I hope so you have understood that what we need to do in this question. So let us start with first part now. So in the first part it is given that number 6 is one of the member of this triplet. So what we have to determine is that 6 could be equal of which these three expressions in m. Basically what we need to do, we have to check each expressions whether they are satisfying or not. If they do so, then we will easily find our result. So let's start with 2m. Here we are going to check all the three cases. So 6 equal to m square minus 1 and 6 equals to m square plus 1. Now what we are going to do, we will check each of these cases. when 6 is equals to 2m, then m value will be 3, right? And this is an integer value for m. Now if 6 is equals to m minus 1, then after transposing, minus 1 will go to the left side, so m square will be equals to 7, and this does not gives us integer value for m, so we will mark cross. Now for the last expression, again transposing, so m square will be equal to 5, 6 minus 1, and again this will also not gives us integer value for m. So what we will get from this, that the integer value of m is 3. So by checking, we have finally got our integer value of m. So now what we are going to do, we will find 3 members of the Pythagorean triplet. So 2m will be equal to 6, 2 times 3, m square minus 1 will be equal to 3 square minus 1, that is 9 minus 1 and 8. Directly we can write 8. Now m square plus 1, 3 square plus 1, that is 10. Understood? Therefore the 3 members of the Pythagorean triplet in this case will be 6, 8 and 10. As you can see also, 6 is one of the member, right? Hence we can say that our triplet is correct. I hope you have understood how to solve for this part. This is how we will solve this type of question. We have to check for each expressions. We are going to apply same concept in rest of the parts. I am repeating, for each part you have to check whether the given number, I mean to say the given member, is equals to which of this expression, that is for 2m or m square minus 1 or for m square plus 1. For integer value of m, and because all of these given numbers are even numbers, we can see that equating these numbers with 2m will give the integer value for m. We will also learn related to odd numbers also in one of the videos. So let's start doing second part. So in second part we have one of the member as 14. We are going to apply the same concept that we have learned. So for 14, let's do for 2m. Okay, so if we will compare 14 with 2m, we will write as it is, like 14 will be equal to 2m. Now what will be the value of m? M will be equal to 7, right? 14 divided by 2, 7. Now as we already got our integer, so we'll not check for others. Now going to find the triplets. Here m square minus 1 will be equal to 7 square minus 1, right? So 7 times 7 is 49. 49 minus 1, we can write 48. Now doing for m square plus 1. So m square was 49. 49 plus 1, 50. So these are the 3 numbers which will form Pythagorean triplet and having 14 as our one of the member. So 14, 48 and 50 will be our result. Clear? So now moving to the third part, for 16 we will directly compare with 2m to find integer value for m. So m will be equal to, on transposing we'll get m value as 8. Now we are going to find the triplet. So 2m will be directly equal to 16. M square minus 1 will be equal, putting value of m, 8 times 8 is 64. 64 minus 1 is 63. Now for m square plus 1, putting value of again m is 8, so it will be 64 plus 1, that is 65. So in this way we have got 3 numbers which will form triplet having 16 as one of its member. So 16, 63 and 65 is Pythagorean triplet. I hope you have understood how to solve this. Now it is very important point to note that we have not checked for all this as every given member is even. That's why directly comparing with 2m, we can easily find the value of m. In one of the video you can see that how to do it for odd. It is not so difficult to find for an odd number, just you need to compare the expressions and find the value of m, and directly by putting you will get the result. So in this way we will do question number 2 of this exercise. Also do practice of both the questions for better understanding. We will discuss further in our next video. Till then, thank you and take care.